Romeo and Juliet belongs to a tradition of tragic romances stretching back to antiquity. The plot is based on an Italian tale, written by Matteo Bandillo and translated into verse as The Tragical History of Romeo and Juliet by Arthur Brooke in 1562 and retold in Prose in Palace of Pleasure by William Painter in 1567. Shakespeare borrowed heavily from both but expanded the plot by developing a number of supporting characters, particularly Mercutio and Paris, believed to have been written between 1591 and 1595. The play was first published in the quarto version in 1597. The text of the first quarto version was of poor quality, however, and later editions corrected the text to conform more closely with Shakespeare's original. Shakespeare's use of poetic dramatic structure, including effects such as switching between comedy and tragedy to heighten tension, the expansion of minor characters, and numerous sub-plots to embellish the story has been praised as an early sign of his dramatic skill. The play ascribes different poetic forms to different characters, sometimes changing the form as the character develops. Romeo, for example, grows more adept at the sonnet over the course of the play. Romeo and Juliet has been adapted numerous times for stage, film, musical, and opera venues. During the English Restoration, it was revived and heavily revised by William Davenant. David Garrick's 18th century version also modified several scenes, removing material then considered indecent, and Georg Bende's Romeo and Juliet omitted much of the action and used a happy ending. Performances in the 19th century, including Charlotte Cushman's, restored the original text and focused on greater realism. John Gielgud's 1935 version kept very close to Shakespeare's text and used Elizabethan costumes and staging to enhance the drama. In the 20th and into the 21st century, the play has been adapted in versions as diverse as George Cukor's 1936 film Romeo and Juliet, Franco Zeffirelli 1968 film Romeo and Juliet, Baz Luhrmann's 1996 film Romeo plus Juliet, and most recently, Carlo Carli's 2013 film Romeo and Juliet. Character: Ruling House of Verona. Prince Aeschylus is the ruling prince of Verona. Count Paris is a kinsman of Aeschylus who wishes to marry Juliet. Mercutio is another kinsman of Aeschylus, a friend of Romeo. House of Capulet. Capulet is the patriarch of the House of Capulet. Lady Capulet is the matriarch of the House of Capulet. Juliet Capulet, the 13-year-old daughter of Capulet, is the play's female protagonist. Tybalt is a cousin of Juliet, the nephew of Lady Capulet. The nurse is Juliet's personal attendant and confidant. Rosaline is Lord Capulet's niece. Romeo's love in the beginning of the story. Peter, Samson, and Gregory are servants of the Capulet household. House of Montague. Montague is the patriarch of the House of Montague. Lady Montague is the matriarch of the House of Montague. Romeo Montague, the son of Montague, is the play's male protagonist. Benvolio is Romeo's cousin and best friend. Abram and Balthasar are servants of the Montague household. Other, Friar Lawrence is a Franciscan friar and Romeo's confidant. Friar John is sent to deliver Friar Lawrence's letter to Romeo. An apothecary who reluctantly sells Romeo poison. A chorus reads a prologue to each of the first two acts.